Hi. Hey, I turned 75 about a month ago. So, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, you got me? Got me by a few? Okay. So, let's check this out here.
I'm just way too crabby.
Oh, you got to plug it in? You got it? Okay. Yeah, that little song about getting old. This is called Age is Just a Number. Well, I feel like we're getting older and older. Feel like I'm just about 102. Got the pain every place I can think of. Now how am I gonna keep up with you? If you can't get up, how you gonna get down? I gotta fight with Mother Nature just to get around. Get mad at all the things that happen to me. I gotta stop thinking about the way I used to be. I worried about getting old, I worried too much about that. I drove myself wild, I knocked myself out. I finally figured out how to play this game. Take the cards you dealt, or you're to blame. I'm to the point where I really don't care. I'm crying and complaining, life ain't fair. I ain't letting nothing get me twisted, 'cause age is just a number, baby, mine's unlisted. Yeah, you know, when you get old, you think about what you used to do when you were young. And that can be very challenging and usually can cause an injury. Anyways, so us old guys, you know, we want to play like the young boys. And, you know, sometimes we think that we can go out and hook up with a young girl. And that usually ends up in a terrible tragedy, embarrassing, and all that good stuff. But there was this one guy who had an angle on him. I'll tell you a little about what he did. Hey, pretty lady, wanna go with me? No, you're too damn old, can't you see? Well, I've definitely experienced it, definitely true. I ain't going out with no grandpa like you. Well, I'm sorry you can't go with me, have some fun. They bringing up my Bentley. We're just gonna go for a little run. And tell me about that Bentley, Batty. We ain't done. Thank you.
All right, well, my name is MeKaila Pearl. Super excited to be here. I'm gonna take just a second to tune this up because this is a brand new guitar. So this first song that I'm going to open with was a song that I wrote in memory in honor of my late grandfather. It's a journey through his life and kind of what that looked like. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy. The song is titled Magnolia's Pride. Little boy under 2 or 3 years old couldn't understand what he had just been told. Mama wasn't doing very well, such a sweet southern boy. No such thing as a silver spoon in their hands. Picking fields of cotton from dusk till dawn. Nobody noticed when things went wrong, but he found stability beneath the sweet magnolia tree. Strong and tall, so he went off to war. Knew good and well what he was fighting for. Saw more than he thought he'd ever see. It takes a brave one to stand up for the weak. Didn't care about nobility. When he got home, he found his wife had left him. No trace of her, like a Mississippi phantom. He cried out to a God he couldn't see. His heart felt heavy when he tried to breathe, and he cried oh so humbly. Found guidance and strength beneath the sweet magnolia tree. A few years later, he wasn't early looking. King Spitfire woman, she was 5 foot nothing. She and two had just abandoned a marriage and a man who had just backhanded her and a baby girl, and it left them bruised. They rode off into a sunset, found a happy ending. 3 kids later, but there was something missing. Then one day, out of the blue, came a blonde-headed girl with a soulful tune, another daughter from his first wife that he never knew. Strong like magnolias, they bend and break, the spirits hold ya. Things never go to preferred place through generations. His grandkids felt the earthquake. To find real love, we'll have to learn that life has never been a race. As time moves on and on, so many trials do they face a testimony to their profound faith. Nothing is ever perfect, but you cannot put it hide. Nothing good has ever come from keeping feelings trapped inside. That's the day that the magnolias cry. On the day my granddaddy died. Many months of chemo, little did we all know the pain he tried to hide. Met my cousins in an airport. My daddy by his side. Can't have an ego when your body says it's time to go. We're all left asking God why. On the day, oh that day, magnolias cry. His legacy to this day still lives on. Pass this patience on to my Uncle John. Hear his voice singing with my Aunt Diana. See his heart when I look at my dad. Man, and Aunt Patty found him leading heaven's band. On the day, oh that day, magnolias cry.
My name is Rachel Shortt. Thank you. I play in a trio called Short Stories, and I have had the pleasure of doing the Geneva Songwriters Circle, which was a really good time, and I met Mac through a gig that I do out in Geneva every other month at the Humbly Cellars. This is about the only place where I play by myself anymore, so it gets a little weird for me now. I got a couple of new songs, and maybe I'll play an old one. This first one is called Dust Bowl. And the simplified story behind the song is really just coming together and looking for connection in uncertain times. All that people want is a little bit of rain, a little water for the amber fields of gray, maybe a little bit of hope to ease the pain. In came the Sandman, selling dreams so sweet. All you had to do was close your eyes and sleep. Nor the babies and the mothers as they weep. They didn't know he had sand for a heart. All the people want is a little bit of rain. All the people want is a little bit of rain. All the people want is a little bit of rain. There's a sick bass solo right here. start. All the people want is a little bit of rain. All the people want is a little bit of rain. All the people want is a little bit of rain. Yeah, in came the rain king, selling dreams so sweet. All you had to do was close your eyes and sleep. Ignore the babies and the mothers as they weep. They didn't know it was done from the start. All the people want is a little bit of rain. All the people want is a little bit of rain. All the people want is a little bit of rain. All the people want is a little bit of rain. All the people want is a little bit of rain. All the people want is a little bit of rain.
Hello. This song that I'm going to play, I wrote after I read a book. Sometimes I watch a movie or I read a book and it inspires something in me. And this book was a fantasy novel, a young adult fantasy novel, so really not my usual reading. But the premise was that this young man had to hunt and kill his shadow at the end of the earth. And so I was in this place that kind of felt like the end of the earth. And I was confronting my own darkness in that place. So the book really resonated with me, and the song that I wrote was me kind of wrestling with the themes of the book. This song's called The Mermaids of Earth Sea. a bit sideways.
Yeah.
There you go.
Here's a little instrumental. This is called Air on a B String.
So this next tune, I'll talk to you about it while I check my tuning again. It's called That Pain Was Mine. And I wrote this song in one sitting, which is not super common, for me at least. And I wrote it about a difficult time that I had in my life, circa 2020, 2021. Those were pretty terrible years for me. I had a lot going on with my health. with my family, with my loved ones, and I kind of found myself in this juxtaposition of having people around but not feeling supported, and then people that had previously supported me kind of disappearing out of my life, which was unexpected and challenging to navigate. So I also, with this song, challenged myself creatively in not writing it to sound like a sad song, because I felt like I was often masking and pretending like I was okay for so long when really I wasn't. So you'll notice that the harmonic progression of this song, it's kind of upbeat, it's in a major key, but if you listen to the lyrics, there's a bit more going on.
Didn't have the words, I just know it hurt when I was spiraling so hard. My catastrophe was a work of art, mad like Van Gogh. God only knows. Sleeping in my car, I thought at least I had the stars, and every night I prayed that it all would fade away. Sometimes life just don't go as we planned. It gets hard to recognize or understand, but that don't mean that it lasts forever. One day things are gonna get better, and I know that it was only a moment in time, but that pain was mine. That pain was mine. I tried to pretend, I reached out to friends, but at the end of the day, even they still walked away. I thought they knew my heart. That's the hardest part, realizing that you're on your own. You have no place to call a home, and every night I pray that it all would fade away. Sometimes life just don't go as we planned. It gets hard to recognize or understand. That don't mean that it lasts forever. One day things are gonna get better, and I know that it was only a moment in time, but that pain was mine. That pain was mine. When the days were gray and my life was in disarray, everywhere I turned was a dead end. I just wanted to hug my mom. My whole brain was like a bomb. Oh God, I'm begging you to make it in. Oh God, I'm begging you to make it in. Sometimes life just don't go as we planned. It gets hard to recognize or understand, but that don't mean that it lasts forever. One day things are gonna get better, and I know that it was only a moment in time. That pain was mine. That pain was mine. That pain was mine. Thank you.
tried. All right. This is probably one of the shortest songs I've ever written. It's called "This Sin," parenthetically the fall of Rome, and it's about imposter syndrome. Her passion is consumed by her rage, this feeling, this angry fire. She's all alone now with her thoughts, holding on to this desire. She can't help but read the conversation over and over again and again. She can't help but be consumed at the thought of this. Stretched wide open in the palm of her hand, and she is patiently waiting for someone, anyone to understand, and she can't help but read the room over and over again and again, and she can't help but be consumed at the thought of its end. She's being pulled in all directions. She's worn out and tired, and she's emotionally exhausted but still mentally wired, and she doesn't know which way to go or what way is home, and she's just tossing around the idea of being alone. Is still consumed by her rage, thus fueling this angry fire, and she's still all alone with her thoughts, holding on to this desire, and she can't help but read the conversation over and over again and again, and she can't help but be consumed because she's at her wit's end.
Dang, Rachel.
Well, I figured out the first song I accidentally sang the one verse over and over and over again. There's 4 verses to that song. You guys just got to hear 1 4 times. Sometimes, they come, sometimes they don't.
This song's called Don't Touch the Artwork. We are walking through a poem, little stones on the creases in our shoes, in between the thorny bushes you surrounded me with binding root. You made sure I couldn't escape with anyone, especially not you. You made sure I'd stay lost in those woods. I'm just as confused as you. Gave you pillows, silk, and raspberries, but you said it's not enough. I gave you my dreams and everything underneath, but it wasn't gonna be enough. I was never gonna be enough. I was never gonna be enough. I gave you organs, blood, and tears. I gave you organs, blood, and tears. I gave you the essence of my heartbeat, but it wasn't gonna be enough. It was never gonna be enough. It was never gonna be
You all get a raise. I'm gonna give you twice the amount I was giving you. How much was I giving?
$1 million.
Yeah, work with me.
Okay, we got Tom. Letizia. We're going to take a break and come back in 15 minutes.